Hey, I'm Henry, and I'm a freshman here at UW. And one of the things I've learned in my short time being here is that it is super easy to let your mind wander just a little during lecture. For example, my professor will be going on this thing about fractional crystallization, and my mind immediately goes to, gee, I wonder if that's a term they use in the underground drug world. But anyway, I did eventually learn what fractional crystallization is. Fractional crystallization is when rock turns into magma, and the magma rises through the mantle and the crust of the earth. This happens because magma is less dense than rock, and therefore the magma kind of floats on the rock all the way up to wherever it's going. And when the magma rises, the temperature cools down, and therefore portions of the magma crystallize. These portions that crystallize are mafic rocks, and this is because mafic rocks are more dense and have a higher melting point than felsic rocks. Therefore, felsic rocks are higher in the ground than mafic rocks because more evolved magmas are more felsic than mafic. Fractional crystallization is one of the key processes of magmatic differentiation, which is the formation of multiple different types of rocks from the same parent magma. Thank you.
Guys, my name's Masood. Ever since I was a young kid, I was always told that Yellowstone was going to erupt and destroy the entire country. And I always wondered, how are you guys going to be able to predict an eruption that's going to destroy the country that I live at? What are you going to do? Walk all the way to the top of the volcano, stick a marshmallow on a stick and see if it roasts any faster? But in reality, scientists have various different ways they can predict an eruption. One of these being using GPS and satellite to determine an increase or a decrease in elevation. Along with that, scientists can use seismographs and seismometers to determine if there is an earthquake before an eruption. Along with that, an increase in CO2 and SO2 coming from the mountain can be a sign of an eruption. Increased evidence of that is looking at the pH and the dead plant life in the surrounding area. Along with that, an increase in temperature can also be used to predict an eruption. Scientists can use infrared cameras and thermometers to see this. These measures of predicting a volcanic eruption can go on for months or even years before an actual eruption occurs. These signs don't tell us the size nor the type of eruption that can occur. You have to look at previous volcanic data to determine that. And for that reason, I think the method that my younger self prefers would be the best way to predict an eruption.